Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash, and this is Europa League Week 3. And there's some dodgy old scores out there, but there's plenty value. And I'm going to have Martin and Alex. They're going to go through it all with me, and they are the sharpest of minds. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we'll notify you, and you'll never miss any content again. And with all these time changes, it's me that needs notifying because I was here 2 hours early today, forgetting that the American clocks went back just to match up the European ones. Now, also, if you press the link in the description, that'll take you over to articles wrote by either Alex or Martin or Tan, when he can get it in, or Dave, and everybody else that covers the SBR Sports. Now, lads, Europa League has been basically bailing us out of trouble. And I'll come to you first, Martin, because you've had a great 2 weeks.
Yeah, making a ton of profit, which is fantastic. It had been struggling a little bit in the Premier League, although bounced back to form as well in that competition at the weekend. So yeah, hoping to make it a third strong week of Europa League picks in a row. Not going too wild by picking too many games, but I think there's a few matches within that card that look really interesting and offer a lot of value.
Yeah, and Alex, you're one that loves the value, but when we see these teams play Thursday, Sunday, certainly takes a toll on the size of the squads.
Yeah, also mostly the how to say this kind of squads that are playing Europa League, the little squads that have no depth, they have a short bench, they are always in trouble, either in the domestic league, either in Europe. So yeah, there is plenty of value still. Yeah, this season will be a struggle. Don't you even think that you're doing bad in the Premier League? There are other people that are minus 100 units of profit so far in the season, and they're getting paid for their tips. And I'm not giving out names, but they are there. You know, they love to take our tips from the shows and use them on their write-ups on different channels. But we love seeing that because since they are copying us, that means that we're doing a good job. Yeah, this is Europa League, a league that we always love to give out good tips, that we were in profit in the last seasons. Probably the profit will not be so high this season because of all these problems. You saw that what happened with Ajax during our live show. Boom, the news with 11 players with coronavirus. I still think that they are the better squad. The bookies are very crazy. They pushed it till 2.4 for Ajax with some bookies. So absolutely amazing, you know, absolutely amazing.
I mean, you're almost going to go, obviously we're going Champions League there, but it's almost like Ajax and draw no bet or Ajax double chance is going to be all the value. Now, let's kick off with our first game, and we will go down all these games on the left-hand side, but if we haven't got bets, then let's just skip through them pretty quickly. But it's Sociedad at minus 160, the draw at plus 350, and AZ Alkmaar at plus 490, Alex.
Real Sociedad very good in La Liga. Unexpectedly, to be honest, the way that they are rolling in that league is amazing. First in the standings right now, okay, let's say that Real Madrid have a game in hand of them, Atletico Madrid have 2 games in hand of them, but still to be top of the table right now, it's very important. And because and having also Europa League fixtures, because let's not forget that they are coming after a 1-0 defeat to Napoli last week, and they destroyed Celta Vigo on the road, which is absolutely good, absolutely brilliant, in my opinion. Yes, in Europe, what to say to you? They will use some bench players. They will rest some of their top players. So it's important to know that normally in Europa League I like to play more the goals market than the winners market, because even the small teams have their chances to score against big names that are coming in this competition with some of their top players rested. Right now, the AZ Alkmaar are coming after two brilliant wins, one against Napoli, and they were infected with many cases of coronavirus, and they still beat Napoli. So yeah, I don't want to remember about that game. We have to look at the goals market again. I think that the over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.95 is a good bet, but it's just taking it as official bet.
Martin, we know all about Real Sociedad. We can't get them right in La Liga. We cannot trust them in La Liga, and yet we're looking here and saying minus 160.
Why can we not get them right in La Liga? I've had them to win the last 2 weeks. They've won for me.
Yeah, but we it's a royal we, and I can't.
He's talking about himself. Don't worry about it.
I see. I was on them to beat Celta Vigo at the weekend, and they absolutely took them apart. It was a brilliant performance. Porto down the right was fantastic. They've just got a lot of quality in midfield. They've made a very strong start to the season. Like you said, the squad was ravaged by the COVID-19 outbreak. They had a bit of a slow start with a couple of draws, but since then they're doing great. They've won 4 in a row in the domestic in La Liga, and they're doing decent in Europa League. They've played the strongest starting 11 available to them in both games, opened with a win, but then lost to Napoli last time out. Don't think there's any great shame in that, because Napoli are a very good side. But I do like this Real Sociedad team, and I think they can win it. It's a difficult game against AZ Alkmaar because they almost won Eredivisie last season before it was called off. They're unbeaten so far this term. A lot of draws, but they did win 3-0 last time out. So difficult game, but in Spain, in the Basque region, I think they can just about get the job done. So I am siding with the home team on this one.
Okay, well, I'll stay with you then, because we've got Milan at minus 145, draw plus 310, and Lille, the surprise package in Ligue 1 at plus 400.
Yeah, I didn't add this one into my list of tips, but I have been very impressed so far with AC Milan. Had them in a parlay at the weekend, and they came in for me. And it's really good to see them putting out a strong starting 11. I didn't back them too heavily last week either. I had them in my tips as minus 1.25 Asian handicap. It came in. I was just a bit unsure about the starting 11 that they would put out. You don't know how much mileage you're going to get out of Zlatan Ibrahimovic this season, because he's almost 40 now, but he's playing a lot of
every game.
Keeps banging in goals every game. So I think it's again maybe a lineup check. If you see him in the starting 11, then I definitely fancy them to win this one quite comfortably. Got a lot of good young players around him as well. Great blend of youth and experience in this team at the moment. But Lille are no mugs. I wouldn't think that Lille are going to come here and just get rolled over. They're a decent team. They've got a lot of good players. I mean, they have sold a few of them in recent times to bigger clubs, but still a good side. So yeah, be a bit wary of them. But yeah, siding for AC Milan in this one.
Alex, Milan have a really, really deserving appetite for work. I mean, they work so hard for each other. At minus 145, are you happy to put them in?
No, I'm not happy to put Milan. I think that it will be a squad rotation in this one. They're coming after so many matches. International break is coming. Milan are leading the standings in Serie A. They have 6 points also in Europa League. I think that it will be a little bit of squad rotation. And the consistency that Milan is showing right now is just unbelievable. Like Martin said, experience with young players, with that Leao guy is amazing. They have also Rebic back. Ibrahimovic, I'm not saying he scored the winner with a brilliant goal against Udinese. Absolutely amazing. Also Çalhanoğlu. I always love to see a consistent side, and Milan are well deserved their top of the table. And let me tell you that you might be right with being title contenders there, because Inter are lacking consistency. Napoli are lacking consistency. Atalanta are lacking consistency. You see Sassuolo second in the standings. Juventus are not the top of the top right now with their problems. But I think that Juventus will be back to the real form in a couple of months. But AC Milan, you know what I like about them? That they are not talking and they are doing, they are not even talking. We are, and we are good, and no, they are not talking. We go there, we deliver, and that's it. Next match, please. So I will stick with both teams to score at 1.75. As Martin mentioned, Lille are not a bad squad. And they started the season in Ligue 1. Okay, Ligue 1 is not the ultimate league in the world, but still a good league. And Lille are one of the good sides.
Okay, well, this next game looks like it's going to be Asian handicap time if you're going to get involved. I'll stay with you, Alex. And it's Roma minus 250, the draw at plus 430, and Cluj at plus 700.
Yeah, again, here yesterday Cluj lost their first match in domestic league against a poor side, Gazmetan Mediaș 2-1 at home. After that, what happened? The big leader, not the coach, the one with the money, declared that he's not going in the next round of fixtures in Romania because the referees are a huge problem for them. After that, the coach entered on TV and he declared that the boss didn't bring him enough players and he has to play 2 matches per week and in Europa League and 1 in the domestic league, and he doesn't have a big bench, and this is exactly what we talked earlier in the Champions League. This is the problem of Cluj right now. Yes, they are an experienced side in this competition, but when you don't have a bench necessarily to compete on 2 competition in the same time, when you have one of the oldest teams in the competition, because most of the players are about 30, 32 years old. They don't have speed, they don't have nothing. They are good on aerial balls, they are good on set pieces, but how much luck to have? How much luck? And you are going away and you play with to play with AS Roma, that right now are a good side. They are coming after some good matches. Okay, given the fact that AS Roma against CSKA Moscow started with many players from the bench, they rested Dzeko and many others. I think that they will do the same against Cluj. But I still think that there is a good value on sticking AS Roma on a parlay at 1.4.
Yeah, I mean, I like Roma -1, Martin.
Yeah, that looks good. I think Roma have been excellent so far this season, picking up a lot of good results, which was quite unexpected. I just had a look at the starting 11s that they've been putting out in previous Europa League games, and it seems like they rest a lot of their starting 11, a lot of their best players, which always worries me a little bit when I'm backing a team. So I think quite a few teams in Italy seem to do that, don't take this competition particularly seriously. That's why I've been impressed with the teams that AC Milan have been putting out. But that just gives me a slight bit of hesitation around Roma. So I would again advise wait a bit closer to the game and see what the starting 11 is.
What I can tell you is that incredibly big the under 2.5 goals in this match at 2.4. So I think that you can easily take under 3 on the Asian handicap at 1.9. In these Cefere Cluj matches that they're playing in Europa League, and not only, they're always parking the bus. They will try a little bit to come out in the second half and to try some set pieces, some corners. But against a team like Roma, they will have a defensive approach. They are good. They are organized at the back. They don't like to play against teams that are staying themselves at the back. Roma are not one of them. So I think that you can easily take the under 3 on the Asian handicap at 1.9.
Or both teams to score no. Okay, moving on.
Exactly.
Celtic -200, draw +400, and Sparta at +550. Martin, please.
You are muted. It's okay.
You muted yourself, Martin, did you?
Sorry, muted myself. My father-in-law's come downstairs, big Geordie bloke, can't stop shouting. So I thought I'd better put the mute on while you weren't talking. Yeah, Celtic, I think, will probably go on and win the game, but the odds aren't really there on them, I'm afraid. Sparta Prague are a decent side. Results haven't quite shown it so far this season, but I fear that with the Scottish teams, it's all about the domestic league for them now. Celtic are going for 10 in a row, which would be unprecedented. Rangers have the potential to stop them, top of the table, unbeaten, absolutely flying. I think that's going to be their priority this season. I'm not sure if they're really going to put enough effort into this. I don't think they actually believe they can go on and win the tournament. So for me, I'm going to shy away from the Scottish teams a bit.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Any view, Sparta visiting Celtic, Alex?
No, it's a pass also for me. I cannot read this Sparta Prague side this season. They are unknown for me this season. I know some players. I've seen them playing. The thing is that they only played 2 Europa League matches in the last 1 month. Let's say yes, exactly 1 month. Just those 2 Europa League matches. So probably Celtic will win this game. But the odds are 1.44, not touchable.
Okay, well, the next game, Alex, it's got either way, whichever way you think. If you've got a firm way to go, then you're definitely going to be getting value because you've got Zagreb at -120, the draw +280, and Wolfsburg at a massive +350. I think European football just suits the visitors, Wolfsburg.
Wolfsberger, that is is not exactly how is not Wolfsburg from Germany, is Wolfsberger from Austria, and I have the Alex Classic all over this match at even money, both team to score and over 2.5 goals. Both have listen. If it is to go with the value, I would go with Wolfsberger draw double chance at even money. But as I don't like to play the games winners market, I will stay away of it. But if you don't like the goals market and if you want to play the winners market, this is the value bet. Wolfsberger at even money. Zagreb, a team with some experience at this level, but they lost some of their players. Their last results are not very good. Wolfsberger are scoring goals for fun. Okay, you will say that they are scoring it in their Austrian Bundesliga, but we've seen Lask, LASK doing good stuff and Riyadh doing good stuff. So I think that the Bundesliga, the Austrian Bundesliga, is having a little bit of consistency lately with Rapid Vienna also there between them, with Salzburg, one of the top sides there. So, I think that it should be a high and entertaining match, high-scoring affair with both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at even money.
Okay. Martin, Zagreb and Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg being +350 and decent value for maybe the double chance.
Pass.
Okay, go on then. Arsenal Molde. Arsenal -330. +500 a draw, and Molde at +900. Martin?
Yeah, looking forward to this game. Arsenal, believe it or not, have the best defensive record in the Premier League. That's despite going to Man United, Man City and Liverpool in their opening 7 games. A bit toothless in attack, which is a bit of a shame, but it's the way they play now. They're just try and keep things tight at the back, play 3 in defence, and try and grind out victories. I think they can do the same against the Norwegian champions here. 2 out of 2 so far in the Europa League for Arsenal. Very, very limited opposition that they've been playing against in Rapid Vienna and Dundalk. But you can only beat what's in front of you. And Arsenal have a decent second string. Nicolas Pepe comes in. Joe Willock comes in. Reece Nelson looks pretty good at the moment. Eddie Nketiah should start. These are the top 2 teams in the group, and I think Arsenal should prevail pretty comfortably. Molde are in very good form. They beat the other 2 teams in this group, and they beat the runaway Norwegian league leaders Bodo Glimt recently. So, good team. Should give Arsenal a few things to worry about, but I think Arsenal grind out another victory in this game. You can get pretty good odds on Arsenal and under 4.5 goals, which I'm going to go for because can't see them winning it 5-0.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Ulrich says he's gone with Arsenal and under 4.5. You go the same way, Alex?
No, I'm not. I'm not touching on this game. Just a lean, both team to score at 1.83. I think that with the squad rotation, everyone can score against Arsenal in Europa League at least. Not. I'm not talking in the Premier League. It's very weird to see. Very strange for me to see in the Premier League Arsenal being so organized at the back and playing totally different game under Arteta. But if results are coming, and this is what the fans want, I mean, there is is not my problem. But in Europe, forever, Arsenal is doing this squad rotation, heavy one. Yes, the second, let's say the second team, the one that Arteta is using in Europa League is still a good one and far better than Molde. But Molde are a decent side, and I think that they can score on the road. They don't need to win it; they just need to score at 1.83. I think that is a good set of odds.
Okay, I'll stay with you, Alex, because you've got Antwerp at plus 140, draw plus 280, and Lask, Lask, at plus 185. This looks like, again, whichever way you want to go, there's value to be had.
Yeah, Antwerp, great win against Tottenham. Surprising one. The same way that as Alkmaar won against Napoli, this is another surprising victory from not a small team, because let's be honest, they are not a small team like, I don't know, Dundalk, for example. Sorry, Sean, about that. But yeah, this is one of the games that is all or nothing. Weird to see Antwerp first in the standings after 2 rounds. This is a must-win for LASK. I think that it should easily go over 2.5 goals. This is why I have the Alex Classic at 1.83.
Okay, at 1.83. Are you interested in this game at all, Martin?
No, I'm afraid I'm not particularly interested in this game, Flash. I was very surprised to see Tottenham lose to Antwerp last time out, especially with the likes of Gareth Bale in the starting 11. That was a very, very drab performance from Spurs. But yeah, that gives me a bit of encouragement about Antwerp. But LASK have been a decent side in Europe over the past couple of years, so I think they could cancel each other out. Maybe looking at a draw, but definitely a pass from me.
Draw at half time, huh?
Well, a possible draw, definitely at the Walkers Stadium, with Leicester being at minus 125, which looks like a bit of a trap because you've got the draw at plus 290 and Braga at plus 350, Martin.
Yeah, I'm looking at both teams to score in this one. Braga just look fantastic going forward. They play really good football. They're perhaps not quite ready to challenge Benfica for the title or Porto, but they're up there. They're a very good side. They've won 2 out of 2 so far in the Europa League. A lot of matches taking place on this round of fixtures are between teams that have 100% records so far, so it'll be interesting to see who prevails. I think this one does look pretty evenly matched. Leicester are a good side, we know that, but you would imagine a bit of squad rotation. They still have defensive injuries with Soyuncu and Pereira out, whereas Braga, solid at the back, but very, very good going forwards as well, banging in goals for fun at the moment, and I think they can go there and hurt Leicester. So it's got to be both teams to score for me on this one.
Okay, I wouldn't put anyone off a little 1-1 draw, Alex.
No, I'm on the same page with Martin. Both teams to score at 1.8 is the way to go. Braga was one of our bankers last week, and it came in against Zorya Lugansk. I don't have a banker for this round of fixture in Europa League, but this is the one that has the most value in my opinion. Leicester, again, squad rotation, injury issues. Braga are coming up with their top squad. Those kind of teams will always love to use their best squad in matches like that when they want to show something, mostly in Europa League. The winner from this match will definitely top the groups at the end of the group stage. So both teams to score for me at 1.8. Yeah, I wouldn't put any one of that draw, or even Braga draw double chance around even money.
Yeah, I mean, because the problem with Leicester is they can draw a blank, depending on obviously who's playing up front then, although Iheanacho comes in and does well in Europe. Villarreal, Alex, at minus 200. plus 360 to draw, and Maccabi Haifa Tel Aviv at plus 600. Looks like a Villarreal win and maybe to nil.
You were saying about Paco Alcácer last week, and he delivered again. They conceded a goal. I had the both team to score in that match, imagine. And 75 minutes in the game was 0-0. I said, okay, that is pure unlucky after what I saw. And after that, Karabakh scored in the 78th minute. And after that, Villarreal decided to play, so they won 3-1, with a brace from Paco Alcácer, who just came from the bench in the 74th minute, and he won the game. Maccabi, not in particular a good side, but there is no value in this match. Probably just stick it in a parlay at 1.5, the best odds right now with Betfair that you can find on the market.
Martin, we know all about Villarreal. If they're in the mood, they're a good side. But they're like a stroppy teenager. They will let you down and they won't turn up. Do they turn up in this game?
Well, that's the issue that I have. It's whether they're in the mood, and I'm not sure they will be. They're playing tonight. They're playing against Valladolid, who are a tough team to face.
They are, yeah.
Down. So they're going to have to exert a lot of energy in that. Unai Emery has really gone for the squad rotation so far. Got out of jail twice in the last 2 games because he's brought the big guns off the bench to score late in the day. Alcácer keeps delivering the goods, but whether he'll get much time on the pitch in this game is another matter entirely. Moreno's coming back from injury any day now, so their dynamic strikers should be back, but whether they'll face Maccabi Tel Aviv, I'm not sure. And the odds aren't great on it. These are 2 teams with 100% records. Again, like I mentioned before, there's a lot of those sort of sides happening in this round of fixtures. Definitely leaning towards Villarreal. I was on them last time, but I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to pull the trigger on it. Again, I really want to wait and see what the starting 11 is going to be like before betting on this game.
Okay, and just remember, you are our third guest, and we will be doing a free team parlay for this Europa League week 3. I've got a couple, maybe 3 or 4 wrote down, but we've got to condense it into 3. Now, I'll stay with you then, Martin, because we've got Nicosia at plus 400, the draw at plus 240, and Granada at minus 110. Oh, it just jumps out. Don't complicate it. Go with the visitors.
Yeah, but Granada have drawn a couple of games in a row now. They keep letting us down. They're busting coupons. They're on the naughty step. I would tread with caution here. I think they are a good team. They've been in very good form at the start of the season, but they have a small squad, and I just worry that fatigue is creeping up on them a bit. They just sort of looked a little bit lethargic in the closing stages of games recently when they could have gone on and won. They've just held back a bit. I would lean towards them again, but I'm not going to bet on them this time, I'm afraid.
Okay, we've got Sumi. She says, I am from Nicosia, and I tell you Granada will thrash them by at least 2. So if they're going to thrash them by at least 2, it's going in at minus 110. Alex, is Sue sold you on Granada?
How do you know the Sumi is a girl?
Well, because the S-U-E is Sue.
Okay, you can never be sure about it. Trust me about it. I think that Martin is 100% right in this one. The odds are too low for Granada. Omonia, not particularly a fan of them. They lost to PSV, but it is not about the results. I can never trust a team from Cyprus. I don't know. Something tells me to pass on these kind of matches. So I would rather stay away from this match.
Okay. Well, what about the next one, which is Feyenoord at plus 180, the draw plus 250, and CSKA at plus 175. 2 very, very big clubs, but not performing like very big clubs.
2 very big names, let's say, not very big clubs.
Oh, they're big clubs.
Yeah, let's say that they have a big history,
big clubs.
Particularly in the European Cups, they are not performing good. They are good in their domestic leagues. Maybe CSKA with an upper hand on Feyenoord here in the last, years. So probably this is why they are little favorites here, not a lot, but plus 220, plus 240 when Feyenoord are plus 180, sorry, 180 plus 140. It's a skip for me. I don't know. I didn't even bother to check something about this match.
Okay, Martin, do you like Feyenoord or CSKA, or go in the middle with a draw?
Don't like anything on this game, Flash. Two evenly matched teams. Definitely don't want to bet on CSKA Moscow on the road. No way.
Okay, here we go. This is probably one of the biggest prices that jumps out of the page. It's Benfica at minus 110. The draw at plus 275. And Rangers are massive plus 330. But if you look at the way Benfica are playing, they should be in the Champions League and they wouldn't be outdone by some of the underperforming big guns. So Benfica, minus 110, Martin, got to be on both of your cards.
Yeah, I just look at Benfica as a Champions League team. They're a quality side. They've got Otamendi and Vertonghen in defence. And yeah, they may have lost the yard of pace, but those are two very experienced, strong defenders that did very well in the Premier League. And in European competition, they should certainly be wily enough to lead their team to a lot of results. Very good going forwards as well, Benfica. Very comfortable on the ball, play a lot of nice passing game, and they're dangerous in front of goal. So these two teams both won their opening matches so far. Rangers are unbeaten in all competitions this season. They've come flying out of the blocks. So I can see why people would get excited about them. But I believe there's a real golfing quality here. I think Benfica should be far too good for them. And like I said earlier, I do worry that the main priority for Rangers this season is dethroning Celtic in the SPL. That's going to be what they're really focused on. I don't think they'd be too upset if they lost this match. So I'm definitely siding with the home team here. Benfica.
I think it's the banker. I think it is the banker on the value. Minus 110, Alex?
I mean, yes, we know that Rangers are an organized defensive side. They're keeping many clean sheets lately. We love that. We love their fighting spirit, like we always do. Like, for example, their teammates Celtic from the same league. We love that kind of approach. But against Benfica, like Martin said, with a rock-solid defense, Vertonghen and Otamendi are old, but the experience is on their side. They have Waldschmidt, Gianluca Waldschmidt from Freiburg, one of the young guns that started to score already for Benfica, and he will enjoy a great season, in my opinion. So, yeah, this looks like a banker at 1.85. I will not play it as a banker, but it looks like a banker. You know?
Okay. Well, let's have a little look, please, Fabian, at the boys' picks. And if there is a banker, you'll see little stars. Now, Alex's picks is Benfica to win at minus 118 now. Ludogorets versus Tottenham, both teams to score at minus 125. Antwerp versus LASK, Alex Classic at minus 120. Zagreb and Wolfsburg, Alex Classic minus 100. And Leicester, both teams to score at minus 115. Martins, Benfica minus 118. Real Sociedad and over 1.5 at minus 125. Arsenal and under 4.5 at minus 129. And Leicester, both teams to score minus 115. Now, I'm looking for the three-team parlay, and I've gone with Granada at minus 110. Benfica minus 110. Now, do we go with Roma minus 1? Leicester, both teams to score, or just a straight Milan win at minus 145, gentlemen?
I think that we should rather go with Roma minus 1, or even a straight win looks good. Yeah,
when it's tricky. It's tricky.
When I say it after you say it more in a more convincing way. When I repeat after
That's
you,
my job.
Yeah, it's your job, but you still lose your bets. But you are convincing the people.
Yeah, but every bet I put on, I think, is going to be a winner, Martin.
I haven't got any of those bets in my selection, Flash, so I don't think
that's why I've selected them. All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a parlay with Granada minus 110, Benfica minus 110, and Roma minus 1. Now, we thank everyone who's been our third guest in the chat, and it's been great. Over 100 watching. 32 thumbs up. Please give us your thumbs up on the way out. If you haven't subscribed, then press the button, ring the bell. Ring the bell means we'll notify you and you'll never miss any content again. And also, if you press a link in the description, that'll take you over to the old Europa League parlays from Alex, from Tan, from Martin or Dave, whoever Alex has chosen for this week. Also, everyone else writes the articles on all the sports that SBR covers. We really appreciate everything you do. Over 100 watching live. Listen, good luck, gentlemen. Martin, I'll see you again for Premier League and La Liga. Remember, we've got no shows next week, so make sure you get your fill this week. And Alex, Serie A and Bundesliga this week.
Listen, I can't wait for 1 week of free time.
There won't be no free time. I'll get you covering kabaddi and hockey and a little bit of something else. Don't worry about that. There'll be no time off for you.
If you want us to cover something, it's the international break just around the corner.
Exactly. But listen, thanks, Martin. Thanks, Alex. I'll see you boys again on Thursday. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, because we can let you know what times we will be on. You take care.
Thank
you.